All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Big Cloud here once again. So let's go ahead and talk. All right, so now that the PlayStation 5 form factors out there, again, we talked about the price point in the last video here on the channel. Target leaked the digital edition for $399, and of course, the internet pretty much erupted. I mean, my tweet went crazy. Everybody was hitting me up saying like, "There's no way they confirmed it." It was like, yeah, I actually believe that's it, guys. I honestly do believe that's the price point, and I do have even further reason to believe that. So to throw this in here to kind of kill two birds with one stone, Albert Pinello, who is the ex-marketing lead for Microsoft, actually came out and said that he doesn't believe that the PS5's price point will be over $499, meaning that neither system, really, I don't think Microsoft will do this neither, and this is me being realistic and using common sense, neither system is going to be at a $600 price point. So I find it really ridiculous, and I understand a lot of people might go, well, I kind of think it does, especially when you have articles from like Windows Central pushing stuff saying like $700 for the PS5, yet they believe Series X is going to be cheaper than a PS5, even though Series X is more powerful. You know, it's this quote-unquote next gen all the way. You know, it's this crazy beast the way these dudes keep hyping it up. Yeah, that thing. I understand. And let me tell you, the internet will never cease to amaze. But I can tell you right now with common sense, talking to this microphone, that neither system will be over $500, especially when it comes to their base versions, which is going to be, you know, the ones with the disk drives and whatnot, okay? It's not going to be the case. Now, to go back to this actual system, again, we don't know if Lockhart's going to be shown in July. We have a lot of people, or I know a lot of people who talk about this and who actually do know that this system does exist, but the question is whether or not are they going to announce it finally and get it out the way and show, yeah, we do have Lockhart, it is going to launch with the system, or is Microsoft are they like really far behind with this due to the CV virus or COVID-19, if you want to put it like that, and they have to wait even further for this. Tell you right now, the longer they wait with this whole Lockhart situation, it's more pressure on the console, to tell you the truth. But anyway, Sony already confirmed theirs. We know they have 2 SKUs. I'm pretty sure Microsoft's going to have 2 SKUs, and the price points that they're both going to be going for is $499 to $399. Lockhart's going to be $399, and Xbox Series X is going to be $499. $100 difference between both particular models, and the same thing can be said for PlayStation 5. Now, for those who believe that there's going to be a $50 difference, I'm going to need you to use common sense. When in the history, or actually, not even in the history, where do you get this, where do you think that's logical? Basically, I'm gonna ask you. It makes no sense for you to go, yeah, let's drop another SKU for a $50 difference. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of pointless. At that point, you might as well eat the other, eat the $50 and go, you know what? I'll take this. Screw it. It's $50 more. Who cares? You know, it's pointless if you're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of pointless. So $100 less seems feasible here. Dudes were really trying to push an agenda. It was kind of silly. But again, I'm not going to put anybody in a bubble. I'm not going to do that. But a lot of people were really trying to push an agenda. It was pretty scary. Now, to go further with the actual articles and what's happening here, Jim Ryan made a comment, and again, this actually factored into why a lot of people believe that the PS5 is going to be higher priced than what I talked about in the video, and this is what he had to say. Sony is focused on PS5's value, not the price tag, and that's what Jim Ryan had to say about the console. So, let's definitely kill 2 birds with 1 stone. To go further, on the PlayStation blog, they actually went on to say that Sony says the PS5 lineup is the biggest in PlayStation history, and they listed 4 games for the lineup: Gran Turismo 7, Ratchet & Clank, which we saw, which we'll get into in a second, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Horizon Forbidden West. The biggest launch lineup in the history of PlayStation, or biggest lineup, I'm sorry, in the history of PlayStation. This is actually, again, this is what they're going for, guys. They're all about giving you that value and give you that reason to jump to the next gen systems. When I first saw the whole, Spider-Man, gameplay / trailer, my mind literally just was exploded. I couldn't process it. It was like, really, it's that fast. And again, dudes are trying to talk down on this and go, oh, well, that game should be on the current gen. Here's the thing, if we're going to complain about Spider-Man not being on the current gen, I'm going to need that same energy from you talking about Hellblade 2, because Hellblade 2 is, guess what, not on the Xbox One X. If you want to push an agenda, you might want to go all the way and stop trying to ruin somebody else's excitement. It doesn't help your situation, and it makes you look pathetic, okay? Spider-Man is a massive seller. What does Microsoft have to push the Xbox Series X? They have Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite is their bread and butter to sell the console. That is their system seller. They're going off of the franchise name itself to sell that console. Sony, they're going with Spider-Man. And what's even more interesting about this and strategic, if you go back to 2021, right? If we look past this, in 2021, what starts production? The next Spider-Man film. That's what they're doing. Sony's doing playing a game of chess here. They're moving their pieces, they're getting stuff ready, and as they do this, they are advancing even further with more IPs. And they're even talking about more shows and whatnot happening, especially in August. There's more reports coming out for August, and we're also there's also reports going around that we're going to get a teardown from Mark Cerny sometime in July, maybe. So you're going to have a lot more to look forward to when it comes to the box and what's going to happen. Sony's not playing around. There's a lot of games to look forward to. They're not holding out whatsoever. And honestly, that's the point right now. I'm telling you, you're in for a treat when it comes to PlayStation 5. They're just getting started. That I can promise you. And speaking of PlayStation 5, let's get this out here before we get into one particular, well, should I say the main thing I really want to talk about. But let's get into this. PS5's menu. Now, again, I have to talk about this because, again, a lot of people who are new here, and a lot of you probably didn't even see that video, but we talked about this. But the PS5's UI will be 100% overhauled, according to a Sony designer. That's right, they're going all out. Now, if you guys remember the patents that we talked about before, where we talk about seamless transitions between your gameplay and your menu, this is what they're going for, where it's kind of like how do I explain this? It's instead of you having that long wait of having like to scroll down and all of that, it's literally a one button press. That's what you're trying to do. They're trying to eliminate that as fast as possible at this point, and that's what they're going for this actual system. It's going to be super seamless, no issues whatsoever, and you're going to get to your content at the snap of a finger. That's what they're aiming for PlayStation 5. That's their main goal, to get you there, and that's what they're trying to do. So look out, man. PS5 is going to be doing that. Now, let's get into these games. A lot of people were confused, too. I saw, again, it's like you can't be excited for anything. I said this before, even when we saw the Unreal Engine demo for PlayStation 5 with the high I/O output, or throughput, I'm sorry, of PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 can push a lot of assets, but also load them at an extremely fast rate. That's what Sony's going for with the system. Sony went with straight performance and speed to give you an insane, gameplay experience. You saw that with Ratchet and Clank, with the amount of particles they were loading, the amount of characters, AI. They were doing that seamless, no issue, and going straight into gameplay. That is how well Ratchet and Clank showcases the power of the system, especially in the transitions and how much data can be transferred with no hiccups. That's what they did. Again, let that factor into what the other studios are going to be doing down the road. This game is a good representation of what can be achieved on the box, such as games like the next Uncharted. We can see them doing stuff like this, doing extra stuff. The list goes on, really. Sony is not messing around. I'm telling you, you are in for a treat when it comes to PS5. Do not sleep on this console. You are definitely going to be wowed very, very soon, even further than what you are right now. And speaking of this reveal, before we shut this down, PS5, the PS5 reveal. I want you to sit down for a second. For those of you saying that the system is not doing X amount of things and Xbox Series X is making a bigger impact, if you were to combine the views of all the streams Sony did for this PS5 reveal, that totals up to 80 million views in total with the console reveal. If you combine it from the Twitch channel to the YouTube channel and all the different versions and languages, it's 80 million views. That is how big of an impact PlayStation 5 did when it came to the actual reveal. That is 40 million more than the actual PS4 event that was back in 2013 in February. Yeah, Sony really did make a big impact with this system. And of course, many gamers are talking about the design. They're loving this new two-tone look. There's a lot of mock-ups, and more people are hyped for the actual customization. Even articles are coming out saying that the system is going to be very customizable. And you already know, once you hear that, yeah, you already know a lot of publishers are going to go crazy with this. So could that mean that we're looking at a Spider-Man themed PlayStation 5? Think about it. Before we close this video down, if you have Spider-Man as a launch exclusive for your system to sell units, don't you think you might come out with a custom PS5 just to really get it out there and sell it? And keep in mind, this won't be the first time something like this happened. Do you guys remember the 360? Halo 3 had something similar. It had a gold 360. This can be the same thing for PlayStation 5. Maybe a black and red and like yellow, black, red, and yellow themed PS5 with those logo on the side. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cool stuff. They can do like that type of thing with the system. Again, I'm just throwing out ideas, but more likely that could be the case with the system. I can see Sony really capitalizing on this game and selling the console even further, and that's what they want. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Shout out to everybody here on the channel. This is Big Cloud Gaming. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you did by hitting that like button. Do appreciate it. Definitely subscribe if you are new, and I will see you on the next one. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Big Cloud Gaming. I am most certainly signing out. Thank you so much for rocking out. You guys be blessed. Y'all be easy, and keep it gaming. Later.